Hey guys, Manoplastic here, back with what I promised, the OC Toys Super Saiyan Vegito figure review. Now, I'm recording this as soon as I can, I'd say, because I also have two of some of the biggest figures of the year, the Kami 1 Gogeta, both versions Super and Z. So I'm waiting to receive those so I can review those for you guys. But here is the OC Toys Super Saiyan Vegito. Now, take a look at the box. I think I like this one a little better than the base one. It looks just a lot nicer with the yellow. Did get a little beat up from the shipping and such from AliExpress. Or sorry, no, from 5K Toys overseas. So the box is not mint condition, you could say. But it's a pretty cool box. And of course, like last time, here is the body, although it's not in the box. I already replaced the sleeves, like in the last one. So yeah, and thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you that are coming back and such, hope you stick around. Of course, there are still reviews to be done, discussion videos to be made. So hope you guys stick around for that. Subscribe if you'd like. You guys enjoy the content so far. For those of you that are watching, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and mention them down in the comments. But other than that, let's get into the boxes. Okay, so here are the accessories. They actually are different than the base form. Each one comes with different accessories, of course. Also, one thing to note, I don't have him with me, but so the base form and the Super Saiyan both come with windswept hairs to each side. So this one is to the right, and then the one on the body is to the left. But wanted to mention that the Super Saiyan God version of the OC Toys Vegito does come with, I'm pretty sure, static hairs, and I do think also comes with a Spirit Sword and a Final Kamehameha, but I think they're red. Now I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure each one does come with different accessories. And this one, biggest difference being these right here, the glove pulling accessory arms, I guess you could say. Now, I'm a little afraid of attaching these because it's a little difficult. It's a little fidgety, trying to deal with the removal of the shoulder joint and all that, the bicep. It's a little scary. It doesn't feel fragile, but it does feel like if too much force is applied, then something can maybe go where it's not supposed to. But so you get two, I guess, gloving up arm accessories. You get the Spirit Sword, again, made of very gummy plastic, which again, it's not a bad thing. I do enjoy this because it's very malleable. It's not gonna break, like for example the key sword that Goku Black has from any accessory kit. It won't break. Another one of these. Again, I'm not entirely sure what this is for. Maybe the feet, but I'm pretty sure both hands don't fit in here at the same time. Or they do, but I think this thing just slides right off. So there's that. And then there's this Final Kamehameha. Although this is blue on blue, so I'm not entirely sure technically what version this is supposed to go with. Again, Super Saiyan hairs, not static, windswept, and again a ton of hands and quite a bit of faces, frankly. Again, the "Are you seriously crying" face, the looking down, I guess you can say smirking, yeah, looking down smirk. You have the forward serious face, then you have the looking off to the right smirk face, yelling face, and another cheerful Vegito. And again, 14 different hands here. Or is it 14? Oh no, it's not 14. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, actually, you're right. I miscounted already. So it's 14 different hands. This one does not come with more hands because the base form comes with the key spheres on his fingertips. So you do get less hands here, but it's 14 hands still. It doesn't make that much of a difference, honestly. If you guys are considering getting just one of them, I think Super Saiyan is probably the one to go with. Accessories are honestly pretty cool. Again, really good value for the accessories. I do like all of them. The arm ones, a little scary. I don't know if I'd ever actually try to switch them out. Yeah, this is it for the accessories. Now let's move on to the full figure. And here he is, guys. Sorry if it seems like I'm kind of breezing through this review here. There's not a whole ton of differences between the base form and the Super Saiyan, so a lot of the same thing, maybe like articulation wise or defects. We'll get into that. I think there may be a couple different, but we'll see. I really like the way this looks. I honestly really prefer this one, like this one out of the three. If you guys were to get one, I would say this one, especially if you like darker colors. Now let me go ahead and zoom in so I can show you guys up close. So here he is. Oh, I think this is definitely, despite its flaws, I think this is definitely the definitive Vegito for me. I've got to be completely honest. Maybe there's a little bit of bias there, but no, it's honestly a very cool figure. Over articulation, let's go side to side, forward. Again, you can look down to his chest, back. Oop. Yeah, it's not a lot of bike articulation in these figures, that's for sure. Or looking back, I should say. Looking up. It's not too much of a problem, but being able to look up more would have been a lot nicer, that's for sure. Again, pretty much 90 at the arms. Of course, I do want to stress, with any figure, just be careful with the joints, guys. A little bit of advice: if it feels tight, lubricate it. Just lubricate it from the start. Don't try to mess with it. Lubricate it so it doesn't break. Like what happened with the Kid Buu that Tanza made a couple. Was it 2 years ago? I think it was around 2 years ago now. But here he is, pretty much 90 on both arms, and then pull the sleeve in. 360. Oh, kind of hit his own behind there. And that goes for both arms. Let's do the crunch. Oh, a little bit of a snap there. Nothing broke, but I do think it's just the joint that's a little ratchety. But bending down, crouching forward is not too bad, honestly. It's pretty decent. Again, same thing with this figure. If you're gonna try and bend him back to his original position or just backwards, try not to scrape this too much. Make sure I keep it on camera. Try not to scrape this too much. So push down and then bring him up. That way you guys scrape off the paint or anything or the finish. Well, let's see. Again, standard 3.0 legs. So forward up, 90 degrees, down, and then to the side again. 90 degrees almost. Yeah, pretty much 90. Forward, 90 degrees, down, and then to the side. Again, pretty much 90 degrees. Then let's check the toe hinge. It does feel slightly loose, but I want to say that's just because it's pretty simple joint. I'd say that this one for me is just a little loose. This one, the right one. This one feels a bit tighter. So just be careful with that. Let's see, side to side. Ankle pivot. Honestly, not bad. Forward, not too much. Back, a lot more than the forward. Again with this side, back. Forward, not too much. Side to side. Decent. Well, however, when it comes to the neck, I want to check if the neck itself moves down. Oh yeah, definitely. I think the neck is what allows for so much looking down. Since the cut right here, something I didn't mention on the first one, since the cut right here is very high, the neck is not going to go back that much, not pretty much at all. So, again, I did replace the sleeves. These sleeves, the Beast Deity sleeves, allow for a lot more articulation than the Demoniacal Fit ones. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Let's go back to the one. Again, sadly though, I'm pretty sure it's a widespread thing. His knees. That does suck, honestly. It does really suck. I do wish they would have fixed that before they released this figure. I think this one, on this figure, it seems to be a little more annoying, especially because it's so much more of a very intense angle. So he definitely looks like he's slouching, especially if you have the crouched down. If you don't leave it down, he's probably gonna fall backwards. So I definitely, this one I do definitely have to fix myself. There's that. So another thing I noticed is that the gapping in the legs right here is not 100% equal on both sides. I think that might just be because of the balancing thing, but I'm not too sure. It's honestly not too bad here. It's okay. The gapping is not bad. But articulation wise, I say he's pretty standard. Again, he does have the QC issues, but standard articulation for 3.0. If anything, I would argue that it is a little better than Beast Deities, despite the QC issues. Aside from them, a little better, because when I had my Beast Deities Vegito, it's very loose, and it can't really hold a position without getting looser every single time. So there's that. But articulation wise, again, it's not bad. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent especially for the price point. However, the QC, I do wish they would have fixed that. QC is a big thing because you're paying $60 on average for this. Accessories wise, it is worth it, but the QC kind of brings it down a little bit for me, even for me. And as much as I do want to be fair to this figure in terms of negative and positives, I really like how it looks, especially the blue. It is coming off more saturated on the phone, of course. It's a little less saturated, not as dark, but it's still a dark blue, and I really like this. I honestly prefer this out of the three. So far, I'd say this is my favorite Vegito figure of any released. So far, I'm pretty sure someone will release another one at some point. But that's it for the articulation. Let's have a little bit of fun posing him.
Call me Super Vegito.
So, hey guys, it's the end of the video here. Like and subscribe if you guys want to watch more of my channel. I do plan on making more reviews, and some of them pretty cool. I'm going to get the Kami 1 gogetas soon. I expect to anyway. And I'll post those reviews as soon as I can. I'm sure some of the reviews have already gone up for other channels, and I'm just waiting for mine. But if you guys want to pick this figure up, I'll post some links in the description. Again, the QC is not entirely terrible, but the problems it does have do leave a bit to be desired in terms of QC. Still, if you guys are comfortable with slightly modding your own figures, or just don't have the absolute craziest need for a perfect figure, then I think this figure will be pretty good in your collection. But that was it. That was all the video, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you around. Peace.